This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, at home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Falcons ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Utah State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make got the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on second down. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's take just a second and talk about Utah State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. This Utah State offense has it going. Lost to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hodgins. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's got it down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. Dashing the D on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Falcons. Once he got some room, it was over. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes and they can get to your quarterback.
Got it in the middle, it's Bean. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw, it's Hillstead. It's on target and complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Savage. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. To the air. It's Flowers. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Calls his own number. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quickly complete. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favor. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Pocket breaking down. Rolls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Falcons trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. To the air, it's Flowers. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. On the option. Runs through a tackle.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Grabbed in the middle, it's Campbell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utah State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Flowers. Finds his man, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Flips it out in the flat. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Snagged out of the air. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field, stretch it vertically, and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the back. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Turning it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Flowers. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Falcons! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Savage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man to the left. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Bringing the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Air Force. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Here's the pressure. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
At the 35, he's loose.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Air Force. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle hustle. They have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd.
Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it.
Well, a lot of things going wrong for this team right
Bro, you cannot push my guy into me. What? You cannot. Oh, you just fucking oh my gosh, man.
on offense, and now you're seeing it in the special teams as well. This punt return is one he's got to be able to field and at least hold on to the football. I understand he's trying to go score a touchdown, but you can't lose sight of your fundamentals, and that turnover is really a microcosm of all the problems that they've been having today.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Right down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Falcons are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Takes it the other way. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Quick release on the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw, it's Flowers. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He's got his man, makes the grab.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past.
There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and the offense defense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. Jesse didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Falcons are marching down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quick strike complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds a spot in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Looking to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At the 45-yard line. 2nd down.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
We waited so long to start the season.